So, this is a review for Rain Man for the LTA Movie Club. I've been watching the LTA reviews for a while, but until now I haven't actually been participating in them, so this is going to be my first review. So you're probably hearing an annoying buzzing sound. That's the camera. I don't know what it's doing. I'll try to fix it. Try. Anyway, so you're probably wanting me to shut up and get to the review, so I will. Don't worry. So, as I said, I'm doing Rain Man. Rain Man. It's not really my kind of movie, so I didn't really enjoy it all that much, but I can definitely tell that it is a very good movie. I want to start off with the acting. And I should also tell you, a thing about me is that I have a very hard time judging acting. But in this movie, I gotta say, Raymond was really good. I mean, I was completely convinced that he was just an abnormal person. There was not a minute when he seemed like he was just normal and in control. He was always stuttering, he was always shuffling around, he had his hands up. He was really good. And also in it was Tom Cruise, and he's Tom Cruise, come on. So the story and the plot, it was a journey, literally and metaphorically. They definitely did a good job of having the characters change through the story. I mean, at the beginning, I didn't like Tom Cruise's character, and that was the way it was intended. But by the end, I definitely warmed up to him a lot. Although, and it's good, I still didn't completely like him. Although I thought he was generally a much better person than at the beginning, but he was still a little off. And I definitely think that's the way they intended it. And also, I did feel very annoyed with Raymond. I could definitely relate to Tom Cruise's character. What the heck was his name? I don't remember names. You should probably learn that. I do not remember names. He was like the guy played by Tom Cruise, and he had puffy hair. Oh yeah, I could definitely relate to the feelings of Tom Cruise's character of being so annoyed with Raymond, although he did overreact a bit, but that was because that was his character. That was what he did. At some point, the story was kind of unhappy. It was kind of depressing, and then at other points, it was really a feel-good kind of thing. So there was real contrast between different times in the movie. There were times when everything seemed like it was going well, and everything would be alright, and then there was times when everything just seemed terrible and bleak. Another thing that I noticed about this movie, I'm not sure if it was really a big thing, but it was that there were a lot of sort of passages where not much really happened. There were kind of montage-esque things, like when they were driving or something. But the thing about them is that when I was watching them, I didn't get bored. They were still interesting while they were doing that, and really nothing much was happening. So it's not like in some movies where you're just okay, come on, I get it. Just do something already. And I definitely like that. I'm not terribly susceptible to getting bored from a movie, but when movies do get boring, it's just, yeah. And then I actually thought, coming near the end, that this was going to be a huge tragedy when Raymond was doing something with the oven, I can't remember, but, and it caught on fire and started smoking, and the smoke detector went off. That caused Raymond to just freak out, like he does. But what I thought might have happened was that the oven, when it started smoking, started a fire, and then Raymond died, and it would be really, really sad, and that would make me so sad. But luckily, it turns out that it isn't a tragedy. Don't worry, it has a happy ending. Everyone doesn't die in the end. So, overall, I don't really have a lot to say about this movie. I don't really have strong feelings for it, but that's because, like it said, it's not really my kind of movie that much. But if you do like this kind of movie, sort of emotional, thoughtful, kind of sometimes heartwarming movies, then definitely watch this movie, because I think you'll like it a lot. So, I'd basically say that that wraps up this review. So that's about all I have to say about this movie, so I'm going to end this by saying that I hope I have a long and happy time in movie club and get to talk to some of the hot girls that are in movie club. Because, like, if you haven't noticed, it's, like, crazy. Everybody knows that, like, there are approximately 5 females on the internet, and they're all either old, fat, ugly, or incredibly annoying. I don't know how you did it, Phil. How? See you next review.